So we go from glitter in our beer to cotton candy. Going on YouTube? Here we are with another 450 North review on Best Beers in Me. Beer reviews from Maine, New England, and beyond. I don't know where Maine went, but we got to get back to Maine here at some point.
We will.
Right now we're going to go back to Indiana. We've been California and Indiana lately. And this is a Slushie XXL Cherry Berry Cotton Candy. It's Chronic Tonic from 450 North.
So I'm telling you, I'm really liking Indiana lately.
So, once again, got to go to YouTube, got to go to Untappd to see what else is in this. So, it's a cherry berry cotton candy slushy conditioned on sweet cherry, strawberry, blueberry, cranberry, and cotton candy floss.
The only thing I don't like about that description is the cranberry.
With all the other berries in there, it's probably going to be pretty muted.
You have to like Indiana. That's where your bird is from.
French lick. Oh, that is thick.
Oh, I would say.
So, I think the XXLs are just the thicker beers, but I thought it might be from the marshmallow, but there's no marshmallow in
No,
this
there
one.
isn't. I don't know. Did you Google it?
Now, I'll have to research.
Yeah.
So, I don't know what you would call that. It looks like a deep
It's
plum.
a pomegranate plum color.
Like a blood purple, not a blood red.
No, it's
like
a pomegranate blueberry color.
Very dark.
Yeah, it looks like a pomegranate blueberry juice.
So these beers don't seem to have that weird head that we were getting from Skygazer at all.
Nope.
Obviously, you can't see through that at all. It's very dark, deep purple.
I'm really thinking this is probably going to be my favorite beer so far of the night.
Just based on the color?
No, based on the smell.
Oh, the smell. I haven't got a nose on it, so let me do that.
So it says cherry berry cotton candy. I get blueberry on the smell. So maybe that's a mixture of the cherry berry. I don't know. Maybe the blueberries and the berry.
Almost like a mixed berry pie.
Yeah, but I get like a blueberry smell.
Almost like a mixed berry pie with like whipped cream. I don't know about the cotton candy. This has no cotton candy smell to me
Not on the
at
smell.
all.
Maybe on the taste, but not the smell.
So the noses on these aren't quite as insane as the Skygazer.
No.
Skygazer just blew you away.
No, we had one Skygazer in particular that totally destroyed the glass. So these are thicker, but they don't leave that disgusting like residue on the inside of your glass.
Ones that we've had so far.
All right, let's get a taste on it.
All right, sounds good to me.
Cheers. Cheers, YouTube. That's blueberry. That's not mixed berry, cherry berry. That's blueberry.
That is way more tart and sour than the other one I had from these guys. And I like it.
I like this a lot.
I love that puckering tartness.
So you get the puckering tartness. I get a ton of blueberry on this, and I love blueberry. That's exactly what I got on the smell.
Yeah, the blueberry. Was there blueberry in this? Yeah, there was.
I don't know.
Sweet cherry, strawberry, blueberry, cranberry.
So I don't get the strawberry, the cherry, or the cranberry. I get nothing but blueberry on this. This is so good.
Yeah, it is a lot of blueberry pie flavor.
So you know how when the blueberries are raked here in Maine, and you get that like fresh blueberry pie with that like flaky, buttery crust? That's what I'm getting. This is so good. Even the color looks like the filling of a blueberry pie.
It is reminiscent of like a blueberry filling, yeah.
This is very satisfying.
Looking, sour and sweet.
So in a blueberry pie, do you not get that tartness from the blueberries, but then you get that sweetness from the sugar and the buttery crust? That's what I'm getting. This is insane.
Yeah, I'm not getting much like of a crusty flavor or nothing.
Oh.
Like you do on some of those cheesecake beers.
Not a ton, but this is blueberry pie in a glass to me.
After I let it just kind of linger in my mouth and wait for what you get after it, there is almost like a sweetness, almost like a cotton candy sweetness that kind of sticks around.
Oh, I don't.
That's about the only place I can find where that cotton candy is. That sweetness.
I don't get the cotton candy at all.
That lingers. So
the sweetness I get I get that tartness up front from the first part of the blueberries on your tongue, but then I get that blueberry pie sweetness on the back end. This is like literally blueberry pie in a glass to me.
It's delicious.
So I think this should be part of a Maine summer. Like the red hot dogs, the Humpty Dumpty barbecue chips, like Moxie.
Tonic from Indiana.
This should be, Indiana's Chronic Tonic should be part of a Maine summer. Pretty sure of it. And Red Sox. Mm-hmm. This should be part of it.
So they call all theirs like slushy sours, but I mean they're smoothie sours what they are. To me, it's like a smoothie.
This is not slushy at all. This is smoothie.
That's just what they call them, but...
So I have to say,
I don't know.
We've tried 3 prior to this. A couple from 450, whatever. I think this is my favorite beer so far tonight, by far.
It's delicious. Mm-hmm. I think I like Fluffibles. Maybe not.
No, I did not. I like this. I really
They're both very good.
I like the color. I like the nose. I like that blueberry flavor. This is like a perfect beer for this style for me.
So this tastes more like the definitive ones that are like the real sweet ones that we've hardly ever had a chance to get. Like the real thick, definitive sweet ones.
Yep.
This reminds me very much like that. If you don't want to talk about definitive brewing down in Portland, they do smoothie style beers and a lot of them with the sweet adjuncts in it. And this is very reminiscent of Euphoric Nights.
Euphoric Nights.
So, Euphoric Nights from Definitive and the Slushies from 450 North are very similar.
So I'd have to say, everything completely blends in this beer. Like the body, the mouthfeel, the little bit of tartness up front, the sweetness on the back end, everything just totally blends with this beer.
So far I've had 2 450 North beers and they both have been excellent. I gave the last one a 4.75, which was actually higher than you gave it. I'm not going to sit here and argue that it's a beer or not. It's a beer. So
I'm not going to give this a 5.
It's a beer. It is what it is.
Because it takes something that really blows me away to give me a 5, but I would say this is a solid 4.85. Not quite a 5, but a solid 4.85.
I'm with you. There's nothing wrong with this beer.
Nope, I would order this again in a heartbeat. Although I didn't order it. You ordered it and paid for it for my Mother's Day gift.
Yeah, for whatever.
I would drink this again in a heartbeat.
I can sit here and hate that beer's gone to this, but while it's there and you either buy them or you don't. I don't mind drinking these once in a while, and I know you love them, so I'm good with it. It tastes delicious.
I wouldn't want to drink them all the time, so I like to change it up. I like the IPAs, I like the West Coast IPAs, the lager, the pilsners, whatever. But I could drink these a couple times a week.
Buried Souls has done a few beers like this, and I wish they would do a few more because I could get those easier. But they're not cheap. Again, these go from anywhere from like $8, $9, $10, all the way up to $13. I think on craftshack.com where I got it, it's like $13.
No, but like I said in the last review.
Which is crazy.
So they're
That's $52 4-pack.
They're $9 to $13.
I wouldn't buy it without the discount code.
However, these aren't a beer you're going to drink on a regular.
No. Honestly, what I think that a good price point would be on these would be about $30 a 4-pack. And even that's pretty expensive. That's $7.50 a can. I can see paying that. That's alright. Because they are delicious.
So I said in the last review, I think in a bit of time you're going to see the price on these come down a little bit. So I think it's all the fad. I think everybody's like pining for these, looking for these, because for us they're not available here. We have to order them online, then you pay for shipping. I think it's going to go through its phase, and then I think you're going to see the price drop a little bit.
I hope. Well, maybe not, because I don't want to drink these on the regular. They can be good for you. But guys, it's delicious. I'm going to give this a 5. I'm going to swallow my pride.
I'm going to say a 4.85.
Swallow what's in my glass and give it a 5. And I'm going to check out Untappd and see what they're saying, but I'm a 5. This is blowing me away. This flavor is amazing.
So this is like Maine blueberry pie for me.
It's good.
So good.
So only 210 people have checked in on this. They gave it a 4.17. So that's a pretty good score.
I think that's pretty low for this beer, honestly.
But for an overall...
Maybe collectively.
An overall score of 4.17, there ain't nothing wrong with that. Most of these kind of beers are getting over 4 all day.
Yeah.
It's just like hazy IPAs do. And then you get an actual beer style that's an actual what was always known as beer, and
So
people
I gotta
don't
say,
respect
so
that.
maybe my 4.85 was a little low because the tartness, the sweetness on the back end, the body, like the mouthfeel, the nose, everything about this beer is like pretty spot on.
I love it.
So okay, so maybe I should give it a 5.
You give it what you want to give.
I don't know. Maybe I should. This is an amazing
Beer
beer.
always has been, always will be, and is now subjective.
Mm-hmm.
What you think of it, what you get from it, I get a 5, and that shocks me, to be honest.
So even the color is like literally Maine blueberry pie.
It does. It looks like if you took blueberry filling and blended it up in a blender.
Yeah. So I don't know. Maybe I should give it a 5. It's delicious.
It really is delicious. I can't say that it's not. It's delicious.
So it's Friday, and I literally waited all day long for this delivery to come and then come home, and it did not disappoint.
No, 450 North, living up to the hype, and
100%. I just wish we had like access to this locally, even an hour and a half away where we get our single cans. Like there's nothing for $4.50.
They have had 450 drop there, but not very often.
So when we go there again,
There's no can-on date or anything on this one.
I don't even care. Honestly, I usually have an issue with the can-on date.
It's fine.
I usually have an issue with the canned-on date. I really don't with this one.
I was worried about some of these beers coming through the mail. They must be doing it right. They must have it pasteurized. It does say store cold and drink fresh. Do a large amount.
So they must have them pasteurized, but then the way they packed them was unreal.
No, but I'm just worried about,
the age and like
with some of these overly fruited puree sours.
So I think this is why Definitive doesn't can a lot of their beers.
Right, it is one. A lot of those euphoric nights you are getting crowlers, and they only give out a few. So that's what we got on this one. I think it's delicious. I love the can.
I love everything about it. I have nothing bad to say. So I'm probably going to change my 4.85 to a 5.
They seem to have a lot of weed references, but it has nothing to do with weed. But maybe just the people that are on weed that make it.
I don't know. I've only had an experience.
This would be a good munchy beer.
I've only had an experience with one weed beer.
I love it. I may review that next.
It was not.
Oh, it's so good.
So you can review that next. I'm going to review a 450.
All right, we got to get out of here, but I can't say anything bad about this beer. The nose is amazing. The flavor is amazing. It's not completely destroying my glass like some of the other ones.
No, it was delicious.
I would drink, if I saw this Chronic Tonic and it was under $10 a can, I'd get it.
There was no disappointment there at all. None.
I would highly recommend it if you like the Smoothie Style, especially the sweet ones. This is a sweeter one. Have at it. If you like dessert in your glass, this is perfect. So, like, share, subscribe, do the things.
Hit the bell. Comment.
You know what to do by now.
Yeah.
Cheers, everyone.
I can't cheers. There's nothing left in my glass.